on Wednesdays. Carney pops one out to left center. That's going to drop into no man's land for a base hit. And the Knights have a man board with one out in the first. Quentin Ivy steps in with the man on. Carney with a big lead as Ivy takes inside for ball one. Ivy in center field. Hughes from the stretch, the 1-0. Breaking ball misses as well. Go around the diamond real quick for Wayne. Bill Ford behind the plate at first base. Stephen Wells, Dan Williams at second, Reese Malik at third, Nate Sides at short, and then left center and right it's Matt Briner, Kevin Mulholland, and Connor Wilson. As Ivy takes a strike, so 2-1 the count. Uses pitch, swung on and missed. So 2-2 the count. The pitch swung on and missed. It gets away from the catcher. So Ivy is down on strikes, but Carney gets to second base on the play. So 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. So first baseman Sean Hott steps up there, takes a strike. 0-1. He'll be followed by Marshall Autry, who is behind the plate today. Switching spots with Matt Domian from Tuesday night's game. Misses low, 1-1. Back here for the home half of the first inning, and Trevor Jump on the mound for Aston Valley. Starts off with a lead. So the Knights have a 1-0 advantage as Wayne gets its first crack here in the first inning. It'll be center fielder Kevin Mulholland leading off, followed by Nate Sides and Stephen Wells here in the home half of the first. Jump from the windup. First pitch in for a called strike. The defense for Aston Valley. Behind the plate is Marshall Autry. Sean Haught, Jared Carney, and Matt Domian are at first, second, and third as Mulholland swings and misses. The shortstop, Brett Lesher. On left field, Quentin Ivey, and in right, Dante DiSabatino. 0-2 to count to Mulholland. Jumps pitch. Off speed, up and in. Again, if you are listening and your stream drops out, stick with us. We're trying to figure out what's going on here as Mulholland takes down and in. Seems like we can connect to the internet. We're having trouble with the broadcast software and the internet talking to one another. That's the issue this afternoon. 1-2 the count to Mulholland. That's upstairs. So 2-2 the count. Two. Called third strike. Mulholland goes down looking to start off the first. One down. So that brings up Nate Sides. Wayne, the top seed in this year's playoffs. Got the bye through the first round. We mentioned Aston Valley with a 2-game sweep on Tuesday and Wednesday. A side swings. It's that one into left center field. That'll drop for a hit. The drawback to having that bye, and the way that the schedule unfolded, a lot of makeup games last week. Wayne last competed on Tuesday, July 20th. And we talked the other night to Steve Traynor from Springfield. His team hasn't lost since a week before that. So in that entire period, Wayne has only played a game or two, hasn't played in 11 days, as Stephen Wells takes a called strike. Talked to manager Brian Feely before the game, and he said that, you know, that break to get rest is always good, especially, you know, at the end of the season, guys may have some nagging injuries, just a little banged up, tired. But that lack of live pitching, something they're going to have to contend with. They got out here early for some batting practice as Wells pops one up in foul territory down the third base side. Now it goes back into fair territory, and it's Lesher flying over to make the catch. For out number 2, Domian was tracking it into foul territory, and then it kind of drifted and held up, and it was Lesher that made the catch. So catcher Bill Ford will step in. But, you know, Brian Feely said early in the game, you got to try to be patient. They came out early and got some batting practice just to see some pitching. We'll see how that pays off as Ford takes up and away. Dan Williams waits on deck. Jump from the stretch. Now he spins and throws over to first. Sides dives back. An unearned run for Aston Valley in the top half of the first. Sides goes. Ford takes a strike. The throw that bounces into center field. Bounces through 2 different Aston Valley infielders. So Sides with a stolen base, he'll go to third on the air. So we've got tying run 90 feet away with 2 outs. pitch. It's taken for a strike. 1-2 the count. Jump kicks. Fouled off. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Jump is set. Pitch is upstairs. Sounded like he might have lost the grip on that one. Ford hits that one out towards left center. That will get down and go all the way to the fence. Side scores easily. Ford into second base with a stand-up double. And we are tied 1-1 here in the bottom half of the first. So Dan Williams steps in. He's got a man in scoring position with 2 outs. Jump kicks and delivers. First pitch swung on and missed. The run by Sides an earned run, as even though with the error on the stolen base attempt, Sides would have scored easily from second base. For scoring purposes, he gets credited with the same number of bases as the batter, so a little fact for you. Williams out in front of an off-speed pitch, 0-2. Reese Malik waiting on deck. Now time called. Is Ford replaced by a courtesy runner as he's the catcher. Looks like Christian as Williams fouls one off. Now that one's outside, so DeSabatino draws the first walk of the ball game. Runner on first goes, popped up. Foul territory could stay in play. Wells and Wilson converge, but neither can get there in time, and that one drops for a foul ball. Ball and 2 strikes the count. Domain at the plate, Jared Carney on deck. Hughes from the stretch. Runner goes. Pitch misses for a ball, 2-2. Stretch steals second base. So now 2 in scoring position for Domian with 2 down. Swung on, hit out towards the left center. Hit a long way, but over is Mulholland. He'll make the catch. A foul ball there off the bat of Mulholland. 2 outs here in the second inning. Game tied at 1. Jump winds. Breaking ball tap foul by Mulholland. And he stays alive. Jump from the windup. The pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Past the diving Domi and into left field. Mulholland rounds first. He'll stay there. So Wayne has a runner aboard with 2 outs. Third hit of the ball game for the home team. First pitch to Matt Briner, taken for a called strike. Now the pitch is low, goes between the legs of the catcher, Autry, off the umpire. That most likely didn't tickle. So on the wild pitch, Mulholland goes up to second. Now a runner in scoring position. Pitcher jump is up and in. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Briner will be followed by Kevin Mulholland at the top of the order, should he get aboard. The pitch is outside. They throw back down to second. And Sean Mulholland back safely, 2-2 the count. Again, thanks for bearing with us. We are changing internet networks out here. Hoping to stay on the air. I think the sun may be playing a role in heating up the equipment. There's a humpback liner to short. Lesher leaps up in the air, makes the catch. 2 retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. 2 in the books. We're tied at 1 here at Devon Prep. Two, three, four due up for Aston Valley in the third. Jared Carney chops it foul to start off the inning. It'll be Carney, Ivy, and Haught for the Knights. 1-1 here in game one. Carney takes low and away for ball one. He singled and scored back in the first. Carney takes low, 2-1 now. Carney swings, hits that one out towards left field. It's hit the long way down the line. It is a foul ball, and it's caught on the run by Matt Briner. That is the one blind spot here at Devon Prep for me right here where I'm sitting. Briner makes a catch on the run. So that's the first out of the inning. So Quentin Ivy steps in. Ivy struck out his first time up. Takes strike one to start off this at-bat. Nothing in two now the count. Swung on and missed. Hughes fires one past him. Strikes him out for out number 2. Third strikeout for Culver Hughes. So Sean Haught, single and an RBI, is the batter. Pitch. In for a called strike. Haught swings, line drive, in and out of the glove of Malik. Picked up by Sides, he won't have a play. So that'll be an infield single for Sean Haught. Would have been an incredible play by Malik to snag that one. So Marshall Autry steps in. Runner goes, first pitch low and away. The throw is into center field, but Haught not able to capitalize. Both teams active on the base paths this afternoon. It's our third stolen base of the game, and there's 2 outs in the top half of the third. As Haught takes the ball, or Autry rather takes the ball. Pitch is taken in there for a strike. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch. Breaking ball high. Duda on deck. Should Autry get aboard? Now the throw to second from Hughes, snagged by Williams, and just barely. Otherwise, Haught would have had a fairly easy trip to third. The pitch. That one's in the dirt, so Autry works the walk. Second of the day issued by Hughes. So Aiden Duda steps in, grounded out in the second. Now Hughes steps up, spins around, nobody covering second. Now you see Williams start to creep towards the bag, then he goes back to his spot. Hughes comes home. Pitch misses low and away. Now time is called. They're going to swap out Autry for a pinch runner, for a courtesy runner rather. There were 2 outs. Hughes from the stretch. Spins again, nobody at second. At the belt comes home, fires it in for a strike. So 1-1 the count. Was chopped towards third, fielded in foul ground. So 1-2 the count. Final score from Cardinal O'Hara. Down 6-2 in the 7th inning. Upper Darby storms back to win it 7-6. Take a 1-0 lead in that semifinal series. They'll play game 2 tomorrow afternoon as well. Pitch misses up and away to Duda. Some new blood in the finals next week when either Upper Darby or Springfield takes part in that series. The pitch to Duda. Watches the breaking ball in. It goes outside. Wayne, a mainstay in the championship series over the last handful of years. Aston Valley, the 2017 Delco League champions. Pitch swung on, fouled off. So Upper Darby with a 1-0 lead. They'll try to hold serve at home again tomorrow. Before we shift to Springfield for games 3 and 4, we'll be at Church Road Field on Tuesday night, if all goes well. Poked on the ground down the first base line, foul. That ball was maybe about 8 inches to the left. Well, that guy's running all day. But Duda stays alive. Counts 2-2 to Aiden Duda. Hughes again spins, finds nobody at second base. Wells not holding the runner at first either. Pitch, once again fouled off. Duda fouls off another one. Really working Hughes' pitch count up. We talked earlier about a lack of live pitching for the Wayne hitters. It's been a while since Culver Hughes has pitched as well. Duda fouls another one off the handle of the bat. whatever happens, a great at-bat here by Duda. Takes that one inside. That's ball 4. So Duda draws the walk. Second consecutive walk. Third of the day issued by Hughes. So now Brett Lesher comes up, and Brian Feely's going to go out to the mound to have a chat with his right-hander. Some preliminary activity in the Wayne bullpen. As Joe Peluso is getting loose. Brett Mutz is out there as well. But he seems to be preparing more to play catch with Peluso than to get loose himself. So that will end the mound conference. So Brett Lesher steps in with the bases loaded and 2 down. Hughes works from the windup with the bases loaded. First pitch to Lesher in at the belt. 4 strike 1. Now Hughes steps off. You know, 1. Breaking ball a little low, 1-1. Haught at third, Autry at second, Duda at first. 2 down here in the third, it's 1-1. And the count 1-1, now Lesher fouls one off. So 1-2, the count to the Aston Valley shortstop. Should he keep the inning going, Dante DeSabatino is on deck. Pitch. One inside, almost hits Lesher. Two balls and 2 strikes. Hughes comes home. Lesher fouls it off. These Knights hitters doing a great job of fighting off those pitches. Now normally, I think you get into a team's bullpen, you're going to have an advantage. However, Joe Peluso, pretty good pitcher in his own right. Looks like he's next up for Wayne as Lesher fouls off another. And Peluso is working quickly to get loose. So imagine if Lesher gets aboard, that might be it for Hughes. The pitch. Right back up the middle into center field for a base hit. Haught scores. Autry rounds third. He gets waved, and now it's misplayed by Mulholland out in center. So a run by Sean Haught, a run by the courtesy runner, rather, for Autry. It's a 2-run single for Brett Lesher. It's a 3-1 ball game. And that will be it for Culver Hughes as Brian Feely and Joe Peluso make their way out to the mound. We'll be right back with a pitching change here from Devon Prep. Aston Valley leads at 3-1. Joe Peluso on the mound. The runners on base, Aiden Duda at third, Brett Lesher at first, the responsibility of Culver Hughes, but Peluso will face Dante DeSabatino with 2 out and 2 in here in the third. Aston Valley with a 2-run lead. Runner goes on the first pitch. It's bunted, popped up, out of play, and back to our vantage point. So 0-1 the count. Runner goes again, swung on, hit out towards left center. On the run is Briner. He makes the catch. His second nice catch on the run. And that will retire the side. But Aston Valley gets 2 runs. They do it on 2 hits and a couple of walks. No errors, and they leave 2. We're through 2.5. It's Aston Valley 3, Wayne 1. This is the Delco League Semifinals on DelcoLeague.com. Top of the order for Wayne here in the third. Trevor Jump back onto the mound for Aston Valley, holding a 3-1 lead. First pitch to Kevin Mulholland. He's taken for a strike. The final line for Culver Hughes, 2 2/3, 3 runs, 2 earned, 6 hits, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks. Right now on the hook for the loss. Should Wayne not be able to tie this one as Jump's pitch is high. It'll be Mulholland, Sides, and Wells due up for the top seed. So we've reached the hour mark in this one. In for a called strike, 1-2. Mulholland struck out to start the game for Wayne. Takes high. Pitch. Poked out down the left field line, but foul. Jump kicks and delivers, and the pitch is low. So the count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. In the dirt, Mulholland draws the leadoff walk. First free pass of the game, issued by Trevor Jump. First pitch in 8 sides, hit towards second, could be 2. Carney over to Lesher for 1. The first throws in the dirt. And Sides beats it anyway, so a fielder's choice has the Wayne shortstop swapped in for center fielder, one down. First pitch from Jump, in for a called strike. To Stephen Wells, batting from the left side. Popped out to short his first time up. Throw over to first, Sides back safely. Pitch to Wells, misses for ball one. One pitch. Wells lays off, 2-1. Swung on and missed. So 2-2 now, the count to Wells. Bill Ford, an RBI double in the first. He waits on deck. And that hit brought Wayne back from a 1-0 deficit. They find themselves behind 3-1 here in the third. Runner goes, pitches, hit fouled on the first baseline. Wells cracked his bat. So he'll get some new lumber. So 2-2 the count. Sides the runner at first. Now Jump steps off. Pitch outside for ball three. So the count full to Stephen Wells. Jump throws to first. Runner goes, pitches low. So the second walk of the inning, issued by Trevor Jump. Now Jarrett Carney will walk in from his position at second base and put on his manager's cap. Have a chat with Trevor Jump. Nobody throwing for Aston Valley. So Bill Ford steps in. 1 for 1 with an RBI double. He's got 1 out rather. Swings and misses at the first pitch. It's Wells at first, Sides at second. 1 down. Inside. 1-1 the count. Dan Williams on deck. Ford takes upstairs. Now Ford asked for time as jumped in really looked like he was getting ready to throw a pitch anytime soon. Nice. Set from the stretch. The pitch is high. So 3-1 the count. Swung on and missed. So the count goes full to Bill Ford. Wears number 32 on his back. And that's the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 on, 1 out. Aston Valley by 2 here in the third. Ford pops it up. Behind the bag at first. Haught reaching over his shoulder. He makes the catch in fair territory. So 2 down. Dan Williams struck out his first time up. Williams digs in. Jump set at the belt. First pitch in the dirt off the backstop. Sides. Tries to go to third. The throw beats him. The tag gets him as well. Nate Sides caught trying to swipe third base. We talked about that ball off the backstop. Especially playing here at your home field, you got to be aware of just how quickly that ball can come back. So Nate Sides thrown out third to retire to the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. And they leave 1. We're through 3 full here at Devon Prep. It's Aston Valley 3, Wayne 1. Jacob Stretch fouls off the first pitch, leading off the top half of the 4th inning with Aston Valley on top 3-1 in Game 1 of Best of 5 semifinals. That'll be Stretch, followed by the top of the order, Matt Domian and Jared Carney, due up for the visitors here in the 4th. Takes up and away, 1-1. Stretch with a single and a stolen base. Last time up. Takes that one on the outside corner, 1-2. Swung on a ripped foul down the first baseline. Called third strike. Stretch watches that one go by. First strikeout for Peluso. Back out here in his second inning of work in relief of Culver Hughes. One down for Matt Domian, 0 for 2 thus far. Called strike. First pitch to Domian. Swung on and missed. Quickly 0-2. The count to the Aston third baseman. That pitch is high. Up around eye level, easy for Domian to lay off. 1-2. Now Peluso steps off. Nobody on. Peluso working from the stretch. Comes home. That one is hit through the left side for a base hit. Over the glove of Malik, just past the outstretched glove of side. So Domian aboard for the first time today. And the Knights have a runner aboard once again here in the fourth for Jared Carney. Carney 1 for 2. Singled and scored in the first. Taps that one down the first baseline, third baseline rather, foul. Carney takes 4 strike. 0-2 the count. Carney swings, fists that one out towards right. Wilson coming in. He's not going to make the catch, and now Domian has to spin around and go to second. The throw gets him. That's a nice long fielder's choice for Jared Carney, as Domian had to retreat back to first thinking that ball was going to be caught. It got past Wilson. Domian kind of slipped as he spun, and I think it was the center fielder, Kevin Mulholland, that threw him out. So you can just list that in your book as 8-6 on the fielder's choice. Runner goes. Pitch is swung on by Ivy, hit out to left. And Mulholland is going to call off Ivy. And that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit. No errors. And they leave 1. We're at the halfway mark. Aston leads at 3-1. Dan Williams leads off the fourth for Wayne, takes a called strike. This is outside. 1-1. Wayne trails 3-1 here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Williams takes outside. Trevor jumps, pitch popped up, foul. Back out of play. Trevor jumped from the windup, pitch. Swung on and missed. Williams is down on strikes for the second time. One away. Fifth strikeout of the game for Jump. Reese Malik steps in. Malik down on strikes back in the second inning, takes outside. It's upstairs, 2-0. After Malik, it's Connor Wilson, the Wayne right fielder, waiting on deck. Swung on and missed. Got him with the off-speed 2-0. Swung on and missed, and now it's 2-2. One out here in the fourth, a two-run ball game. Aston trying to steal home field advantage. Got him swinging at 3 straight pitches. Second strikeout of the inning. Second time Malik goes down on strikes. Sixth of the game for Jump. That'll bring Connor Wilson, a strikeout victim his last time up. That one is tapped towards the Wayne dugout down the third base line. Wayne in their traditional black jerseys with the white lettering and numbers, white pants with black pinstripes. Aston, black tops with the orange lettering and outline on the numbers, gray pants, black caps for both teams. Swung on and hit down the left field line, a fair ball. Wilson takes a wide turn at first, but he'll stay there. He is aboard with a 2-out base hit. Fourth hit of the game for Wayne. That's 2-out base runner for Sean Mulholland. He singled back in the second inning. Strike called. Runner goes, swung on and missed the throw. Get the tag down on Wilson's helmet, but not in time. So stolen base, runner in scoring position now with 2 outs. Breaking ball in for a called third strike. So Trevor Jump retires the side, and Marshall Autry tries to throw down to first for some reason. Ball sails into right field, but no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. 4 full in the books. It's Aston Valley 3, Wayne 1. It's game 1 of the Delco League semifinals here on DelcoLeague.com. Sean Haught fouls off the first pitch here in the top half of the 5th inning from Joe Peluso. Aston Valley on top 3-1. It'll be Haught, Autry, and Duda due up for the Knights. Pitch. Pop foul. Out of play. Pitch outside, 1-2. Swung on and missed. Haught down on strikes. Start the 5th, second strikeout of the day for Peluso. So Marshall Autry steps in. Autry 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Hits that one out towards center. It's deep. Mulholland heads back. It's off the base of the fence. Autry will trot into second base with a stand-up double. Seventh hit of the ball game for Aston Valley. First pitch swinging, Aiden Duda chops it foul. Pitch in the dirt. Ball and strike the count to Duda with Autry at second and 1 out. Duda swings, line drive out to left. Briner comes in. He'll make the catch for out number 2. I think now we're going to have a courtesy runner for Autry out at second. Possibly as Brett Lesher steps in. Called strike. First pitch to Lesher, last time up. His single up the middle drove in 2 runs, chased Culver Hughes from the game. That is the difference right now as Aston Valley leads at 3-1. Fouled off. Lesher holds up. Pitch misses for a ball. 1-2 the count. 2 outs. Autry at second here in the 5th. Dante DeSabatino on deck should Lesher get aboard. Swung on and missed. That will retire the side. The Knights threatened, but Joe Peluso gets out of it. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, 1 left. We go to the home half of the 5th. The Knights lead at 3-1. This is game 1 of the semifinals here on DelcoLeague.com. (9-1-2) due up for Wayne. First pitch to Briner, taken for a ball. The 1-0 is low. 2-0 the count. Aston Valley holding a 3-1 lead over Wayne here through 4.5. Pitch is upstairs. Trevor jump back out there for the 5th. No activity yet in the Aston bullpen as somebody starts to get loose. And a 4-pitch walk to start off the 5th. Third walk of the day issued by Trevor Jump. Top of the order now, Kevin Mulholland. He walked and was forced out back in the third. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. One in the dirt. Speed pitch inside. On a line right back to Haught. The runner was going on contact. Briner is doubled up. If Haught doesn't make that catch, that gets down to the right field corner. Briner might even score from first. Instead, it's 2 outs. Some big defensive assistance there for Trevor Jump on that hard hit ball. So that'll bring up Nate Sides. Takes ball 1, Sides 1 for 2. Singled, then into a fielder's choice. Was caught stealing to end the third inning. Swung on and missed, 1-1. Stephen Wells waits on deck. One popped up towards center field. Coming in hard is the center fielder Ivy, but it's the shortstop Lesher who gets it in the end. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. Some slick fielding by Sean Haught at first base keeps this a 3-1 ball game as we head to the 6th. There's a fly ball out to center field to start off the top half of the 6th. And it's in for a base hit. Dante DeSabatino with a leadoff single. Nassa Valley has the leadoff man aboard for the first time today. So Jacob Stretch steps in, 1 for 2. Aston Valley with a 2-run lead as we get to the late innings here. Stretch squares to bunt, pushes a foul. After stretch, it'll be Matt Domian and Jared Carney due up. And a called strike. So stretch behind in the count now. A ball and 2 strikes. That one is tapped in front of home plate. Ford can't field it. Throw to first, not in time. So now Aston's got 2 aboard. Top of the order. Now time called as Ford will go chat with Joe Peluso. DeSabatino at second. Stretch at first with nobody out. Wayne has got to do everything possible to keep Aston Valley at 3 runs here. Domian squares the bunt, pushes it up the first base side. Ford fields this one cleanly and now throws it into right field. Domian over to second. Stretch to third. DeSabatino scores. It's 4-1. Now Domian looks like he's hobbling a little bit out there at second base. And Brian Feely calls time. He's going to go have a chat with Joe Peluso. Nobody throwing for Wayne right now. So back-to-back errors on Bill Ford. Now they're second and third with nobody out. And a run in for Aston Valley. Carney lays down a bunt over to third, throw to first. Can't make that play. 2 runs will score. Carney all the way to third. The wheels have come off here in the 5th. A tough play for the third baseman, Malik. And now they're going to send Carney back to second as the ball went out of play. So a tough play for Malik, but he will get charged with an error for the extra advance. As Malik has to field that ball, Dan Williams coming all the way over from second base to try to cover the bag. So it'll be a hit and an error. And then a hit batter by Joe Peluso as he hits Quentin Ivey in the back. Now the activity in the Wayne bullpen will pick up a pace. Three errors in the inning. Now they throw over to second. They've got Carney in a pickle. And so Ivey will go to second base. You can see Carney knew he was out, and he was signaling to Ivey to make sure he got to second base. So the 1-6 pickoff. Gotta say, I've been Watching a lot of baseball for a lot of years, I can't quite remember an inning quite like this. So 1 out, a man on second. The pitch to Sean Haught is outside for ball 1. Swings, pops that one up, and Sides gets it on the back of the infield. So just like that, now there are 2 outs here in the 6th. So Marshall Autry steps in, doubled and walked. Takes first pitch for a strike. Pitch in the dirt. The first run of the inning, scored by DeSabatino, is an earned run. The other 2 unearned. But 3 in for Aston here in the 6th on just 1 hit, and even that was a bunt base hit that led to a throwing error. Pitch is high, and then it's dropped by Ford. Ivy will go to third. So runner on third, 2 balls and a strike. Swung on a miss, 2-2. Swung on and missed. Autry goes down swinging. 4 out, number 3. But 3 runs on 1 hit. 3 errors and 1 left. We go to the bottom half of the 6th. It's Aston Valley 6. Wayne 1. You're listening to Game 1 of the Semifinals on DelcoLake.com. New pitcher into the game for Aston Valley. It's the left-hander Anthony Giordano. Trevor Jump, 5 innings, 1 run, 4 hits, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks, 1 wild pitch. He's in line for the win right now. Aston Valley with a 6-1 lead. They need 6 more outs to take a 1-0 lead in this semifinal series. Giordano works from the stretch. First batter to face him, the left-handed Wells. Chops it over to first. It is off the glove of Haught. Fielded by Carney, who throws over to first. Not in time, just almost barely. Did Stephen Wells beat out that throw as Giordano ran to cover the bag. And a tough hop, ate up Haught. So Bill Ford steps in, the runner on first. Takes a called strike. An infield single for Wells on the bad hop. 0-2 the count to Ford. Dan Williams on deck. Wayne needs base runners. Pitch is high. Breaking ball inside. So 2-2 the count. Ripped out to left field for a base hit. And that takes a huge hop. Stephen Wells will stop at second. So Wayne's got the first 2 men aboard. Second base hit of the game for Bill Ford. He will make way for Christian Thack, the courtesy runner. Tough top half of the inning for Ford. 2 errors and a passed ball. He does his part here in the offensive half of the innings. Dan Williams steps in, 0 for 2 on the day. He's got 2 on, nobody out. First pitch outside. A couple of right-handers throwing for Aston Valley. Giordano's pitch fouled off, 1-1. Reese Malik waits on deck. Popped up, foul out of play. A ball and 2 strikes to Williams. Now Giordano steps off. That comes home, misses high. Two breaking ball, fouled off. Stephen Wells at second. Christian Thack, the courtesy runner, at first. Dan Williams at the plate. Nobody out. Bottom half of the sixth. Wayne trails at 6-1. Williams tries to hold up. He can. He's down on strikes for out number 1. So to bring up Reese Malik, the left-hander. Steps in 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts on the day. Breaking ball misses low. 1-0 to Malik. Connor Wilson on deck. Kicks and delivers. Tap foul. Count 1-1. Pitch to Malik. Fakes like he's squaring the bunt, pulls it back right away as the pitch is up and away. 2 balls and a strike. A little bit of a swinging bunt, pushed up the third base line. Looked like he was butting for a base hit there, but it's foul, so count 2-2 to the Wayne third baseman. Aston Valley at double play depth, swung on and missed. Malik down on strikes for out number 2. Williams and Malik 5 and 6 in the Wayne order, 0 for 6 with 6 strikeouts. So Connor Wilson steps in. Singled his last time up. Stole second base. Takes strike 1. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Good pitch by Giordano. 0-2 the count to Wilson. Swung on and missed a huge looping curveball. And Giordano gives up a couple of base hits and then strikes out 3 in a row to end the 6th. No runs, 2 hits. No errors, they leave 2. We go to the 7th. Aston Valley holding a 6-1 lead. This is game 1 of the semifinals here on DelcoLeague.com. New pitcher on the mound for Wayne. Hayden Duda, the first batter rather, for Aston Valley to face left-hander Brett Mutz. Is in. It's a 6-1 ball game in favor of the Knights. Duda takes. He's now ahead in the count 3-0. It'll be Duda, Lesher, and DeSabatino, 6, 7, 8 for the Knights. That one's in for a called strike. So it'll close the line on Peluso. 3 1/3 innings as Duda fouls one off. 3 runs, just one of them earned. Allowed 3 hits. Struck out 2, did not walk a batter, but did hit one. 3-2 for Mutz is upstairs. So Duda draws a walk, his second free pass of the day. So Brett Lesher, first pitch to him in for a called strike. Lesher, a 2-run single back in the third that gave Aston Valley the lead. 3 runs in the top half of the 6th on a litany of defensive miscues. That one is fouled out of play quickly, 0-2 to Lesher. Top half of the 7th inning. Pitch from Mutz. Fouled off and stuck in the netting, joining 2 other baseballs up in baseball heaven. It'll take a ladder and some time to get those. Runner goes, pitch is roped into left field. Caught on a line by Briner. He'll fire it back into first base. Diving back is Duda. Nice throw by Briner, but Duda able to get back safely. So 1 down for DeSabatino. He's 1 for 2 with a walk, a single, and a run scored. His single led off the 6th. And it was the ensuing attempts to bunt him over that kick-started probably the worst half inning Wayne's had all season, I would imagine. Sabatino takes a ball. The 1-0 is upstairs, 2-0 from Mutz. Wells holding Duda at first. The rest of the infield at double play depth as Sabatino swings and misses at an off-speed pitch. Mutz fires over to first. And Duda's uniform going to need a good washing tonight. Runner goes, pitches high, throw to second, in time, and Duda is out. Good throw by Ford, a nice tag by the veteran Williams out there at second. So Duda is erased for out number 2. Again, a very active running game from both teams. Not exactly sure that that's what Aston's looking to do with a 5-run lead. Just needing 3 more outs to finish it off. A couple of caught stealings, a few stolen bases, some errant throws into the outfield. That's why you run. You get those things going as DeSabatino draws a walk. Try to make something happen. And things have happened today. So Jacob Stretch singled in the 2nd, stole 2nd, struck out in the 4th. Laid down a sac bunt, was safe on an error, came around to score in the 6th. First pitch upstairs. Matt Domian waits on deck. Swung on and missed. So 1-1 the count to stretch. Called strike on the breaking ball. One dropped off the table into the strike zone. A great curveball by Mutz. The 1-2 is high. Count even to 2 balls and 2 strikes. DeSabatino at first with 2 outs here in the 7th. Breaking ball hit right back to the mound off the glove of Mutz. He fields it, throw to first in time to retire. Stretch. And the Knights here in the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors. They leave 1. 3 more outs to go for Aston Valley to try to steal a win here at Devon Prep at 6-1 Knights here in Game 1 of the Delco League Semifinals. Eight, 9-1 due up in the last of the 7th. Sean Mulholland, Matt Briner, Kevin Mulholland. Upper Darby came back from 6-2 down in the 7th in their semifinal today. Wayne will have to do it from down 6-1 as the first pitch from Anthony Giordano is in for a called strike. Aston Valley looking to secure the upset in Game 1 and steal home field advantage in this series. The 0-1. Off home plate. Off the catcher, off the umpire, off the backstop, ball 1. Ball and a strike to Mulholland. Giordano kicks. Misses upstairs. Swung on, hit out towards left. There to make the catch is Aiden Duda. That's out number 1. So Matt Briner steps in. Briner 0 for 1 with a walk. Double off in the 5th on the double play by Sean Haught. Briner takes upstairs for ball 1. Wayne needs base runners here. They're going to try to get back in this one. But like I said, we saw earlier today, it's not over until it's over. The pitch misses outside. 2-0 in for a called strike. 2-1 the count. Briner takes it to letters. He's ahead in the count, 3-1. Breaking ball outside. Briner draws a walk. His second of the day. First issued by Giordano. So runner aboard for Kevin Mulholland. Right-hander. Takes the first pitch. It's off the glove of Autry. Briner stays at first. Didn't get a good read on the ball. Autry took his time to go pick it up. In the end, it's just ball one. That one's in for a strike. 8 sides on deck. Mulholland takes on the outside corner, so he's behind 1-2. Ripped foul down the third baseline. Some activity for Aston Valley. Looks like a right-hander, can't be sure. He's throwing from behind the dugout. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball outside. That one's in the dirt, it gets through, and that will send Briner to second. On the wild pitch by Giordano. Count full to Kevin Mulholland. Taken low and away, so another walk. I'll bring up Nate Sides with one out here in the 7th. It's going to bring Jared Carney in from second and Marshall Autry in from behind the plate for a conference on the mound. If you're Carney, you really don't want to go back to the bullpen with a 5-run lead. A situation here where you're trying not to use up any pitching that you don't have to. Presumably, your ace, Chris Murphy, is going to go tomorrow. He pitched a stellar game 1 on Tuesday night in the quarterfinals as Aston shut out Chester 1-0. I think he'll go tomorrow, and Wayne has Ashton Raines available to pitch. Be quite the matchup. So you want to stay away from the bullpen as much as possible here if you can. First pitch from Giordano to Sides is up and away. Sides takes a called strike. Mulholland, the runner at first. Briner, the runner at second, with one out here in the seventh. Called strike. Aston Valley infield at double play depth. Haught not holding the runner at first. Carney just paying lip service to Briner and hovering close to being close to second. Playing up the middle a little bit with the right-handed hitting sides at the plate. Big hole on the right side of the infield. Swung on and missed. And with the runner at first, he can't advance. He is down on strikes for out number 2. Through the doors of the Last Chance Saloon strolls Stephen Wells. Wells 1 for 2 with a walk and a single on that line shot off the glove of Haught that Carney almost managed to turn the play on anyway. First pitch from the left-hander Giordano. Breaking ball off a home plate, 1-0. Should Wells extend the game, Bill Ford waits on deck. The pitch is high. The 2-0 the count to Wells. Second time through the order now for Giordano. Wells was the leadoff man in the 6th. As Giordano tries to preserve the victory for Trevor Jump. Not a save situation for Giordano. Pitch on the outside corner. 2-1 the count to the Wayne first baseman. In for a called strike. So 2-2 the count. Wayne down to their final strike. Trailing it by 5 here in the 7th. Giordano kicks the 2-2, breaking ball low. Runner should be away with the pitch with 2 outs. Giordano kicks. It's high. Wells holds up. So Giordano has walked the bases loaded.
All right, Billy, tag one.
So Bill Ford, been a roller coaster of a day for him. Got a double and a single. He's 2 for 3 with an RBI at the plate. Bases loaded. Tying run on deck in the person of Dan Williams. First pitch in for a strike. Wayne has managed just 4 hits on the day. Ford has 2 of them. The 0-1 a called strike. Quickly nothing in 2. Count to Ford. The 0-2. Swung on and missed at the breaking ball. Great pitch by Giordano. And that will do it for this one. 5 strikeouts in 2 innings for Anthony Giordano. No runs, no hits, no errors. 3 left on for Wayne. The final score, Aston Valley 6, Wayne 1. For the victorious Knights, 6 runs. They do it on 8 hits, 1 error. They leave 9 for Wayne. 1 run on 4 hits, 3 errors, all in that top half of the 6th. They also leave 9. The winning pitcher, Trevor Jump, 5 innings, 1 run, 4 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 3 walks. The loss to Culver Hughes. He allowed 3 runs, 2 of them earned, on 5 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, in 2 2/3 innings. Game 2 of this series will be at 3 o'clock p.m. tomorrow afternoon here at Devon Prep. Game 2 of the other semifinal. Game 2 of the other semifinal, 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon at Cardinal O'Hara. Upper Darby leads that series 1-0. Aston Valley with a 1-0 lead in this one. Our next broadcast, as of now, scheduled for Tuesday night, Game 3 of the Springfield Upper Darby series, live from Church Road Field. As always, weather can play a part in that one. First pitch scheduled for 5:45. Keep your browser tuned to delcoleague.com, as always, for any updates as it pertains to scheduling. But right now, that is when we're next scheduled to be on the air. Once again, Aston Valley with a 6-1 win. They take a 1-0 lead here in this best-of-5 semifinal series. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.